Hi everyone, this is Triple T, and today I'm transforming Bingo Toys BT08-01 Hertz, or their version of Strife, basically. And this is a very, very nice transformation indeed. You just have to do things in a specific way, yeah, you'll see. Begin with folding down the thumb like that and closing the fists down like so. Get this hinged out as far as you can. It's not double hinge here. And rotate that about. And get it about like that. Fold these little pieces out so you can actually rotate the elbow there. Unplug these. Like that. And you're going to hinge those down. And you're going to rotate these little loose pieces outwards and tab it in over here. And that is the arms all done. The chest is in here with 2 pegs. So pull that out as far as you can. And then we're going to rotate it about. It is tabbed in up here, or down here. So get those out. Fold this piece up, or in this case down again. And push that to the same place, so you have them looking like that. Now we're going to tab them in just down here. Then we're going to get this baby out. Fold these little locking points up, and away. And just, mind the head there, tab them on to this piece. And now we are getting somewhere. Come to the inside of the leg. Pull this out. This piece on mine tends to pop off, but yeah, just put it back in. Get that out. Separate this. And fold this up. We're not going to tab this in just yet. And this just went back in. The wing is in here on 2 pegs. And you are supposed to push them out. And yeah, this just came out. Doesn't matter. It isn't broken or anything. We're going to rotate this on the black piece here, or dark gray or whatever. So it is out here. We're going to rotate this up and the foot down. Then we're going to hinge it backwards. Again with that little piece. So you have this foot piece underneath. We can just have it like that for now. And you are prepared to tab this into the leg when we put the arm in. And we're about to do that. So see to it that your leg is straight down. Push this little locking point in because that is where we want to have the arm. And we're going to tab that onto there. Like that. And you have a tab in the leg for this engine piece and one on the hip skirt for the arm. And well, now you are actually done with that wing. Come to this piece. It is supposed to be on here like that. And that piece is gonna go into this little crevice you have in this one. Like that. Very good. Come to the other side. And here you have a little tab that is going into that port. You can push that in now if you want to. But the difficult thing here is... Oh, I'm going to wait with that. The difficult thing here is that there are tabs here that's going to go into there. So I have to start with that, I think. Like so. They are now pressed all the way in. So I tab this in as well. And you can fold this little flimsy piece down if you want to. Now this left its place. Hinge the upper foot back and in, so you release the engine here, so you can see that beautiful engine. When you've done that, fold these pieces down as far as you're able, and just pull that little wing up. Come to the wing, loosen that security point, fold this out, and re-tab it, like that. And that is one side done, and when both sides are done, just press them together. Final thing to do is just to fold these little flaps up or down, so they are fairly straight out. They are not really, you can angle them however you want, if you want them a bit out or not, and that the same goes for the wings somewhat, because they don't really tab in, they just go into suggested places. And of course, the last thing we need to do on here before we can actually attach the guns is to fold the little landing gear down. See to it that your back landing gear isn't askew. Then bring in the guns, fold them out like that, and just tab them onto these little silvery pieces. And there, ladies and gentlemen, you have Strafe or Hertz in his alt mode. Now we're going to transform him into ARM mode. It's fairly simple, but there is a lot of steps to remember, so let's just get through this, shall we? First of all, wiggle these loose. Don't pull or bend, just wiggle them, so you don't actually break anything here. Just wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. They just come loose. So that is very, very good. Fold up the landing gear there. You can do whatever you want with these, but still. Try to separate the legs a bit. Get these out maybe first. Get these legs off. Like that. And then you can just hinge this out and the arms are free. That is very good, because that's what you want. After you put the plates back here, you want to bring in the hand. See to it that these parts are really well in there. So you have these free. Are you free? Get those tabbed in there, if you're able to. It's not that easy. So now that falls out again. And then just close this all up like that. Squeezy squeeze. And tab everything that came loose during this. Yep. These are gonna go up, because we're gonna close these up, push these in, and we're going to rotate this in like so. And then there is this little tab again. It's gonna go in there. You don't have to open them up, but I think it's easier because you see things better. Now we're done with the lower part. We have to come here and untab this. It looks like he exploded from there, but he hasn't, trust me. You need to get this out, like so, because there is another thing you need to unplug back here. And that is this little belly piece, like that. And you can see he just had an ab crunch. Fold him a bit back and get this red piece back here loose. And you need to hinge that upwards at the same time as you are actually not breaking anything. So this is how you want things looking for now. Tab that in. If you want to, you can turn this combiner peg out. I'm not going to do that because it's difficult to get out and in. Fold these sides out because they're going to go in here. So fold that and tab those in on both sides. Like that. And finally, we peg this piece into these little ports here and just press it firmly and then reattach. No, not turn around. Reattach this piece here. So everything looks like that. Fold this back up. And tab it in. There's a tab there, there, and two in here. And now we come to the arms. Untab these. And lift this up. And tab these in again. Like so. Move this up to the highest point of this double hinge in here. It is a bit of a... but still. And fold this forward to hide the hand. You can here, if you want to, rotate the hand. I don't think that's official, but you can. So you get that side if you want to. I'm going to pre-rotate that while I remember things. Okay. You're going to rotate the arm upwards on the elbow. And you're going to tab this tab into that port. So line that up. Let's see if we can actually... Yeah, good. Next, we have a tab there and a port there. So it's going to go into there and stay put, like so. And this is where your combiner port would be. Orient things as you want them oriented. I think this looks best to have at the front. And here you have him in arm mode. Now we're going to transform him into bot mode again. Glorious bot mode. And again, wiggle these out. Don't bend or pull anything. Just wiggle them out. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Up or down against these works well for some reason. Okay, we're going to start with the legs because that's the difficult part. Get those untabbed, get those untabbed, and get those untabbed if you can, because we're going to separate the legs from each other like that. And we get the hand out. And these are just going to be here for now. I'm going to hinge these up a bit. I'm going to get the legs out to the side. I'm going to get... yes, these tabs out. And those are the difficult ones. So now we can just rotate that down. And again, hinge this little thing down as far as you can, so you have an easier time of it. Push these in. Rotate this about. And when you are actually pushing this black piece, you're going to push these into the legs at the same time. And be mindful, you need to do this as far as you are able. Hinge the foot down so it looks normal. Then we're going to take this piece and it's going to tab in there and there. So fold this up so you have some room to play with. And if you don't have some room to play with, it's because the double hinged thing it's on. There. And you can, of course, fold these however you want. I think the correct way is this, so I'm going to have it. So there you have one leg done. Now we come to the upper body. Rotate that forward. And let's get the arms out of the way, because we don't need them here right now. Use a spudger to get these out. They are kind of difficult, but be careful. I used a metal one, just don't. Fold these up on both sides. Angle this back. Hello. And get the chest piece out as well. open this up if you are able to, and untab this from the back. And now we're going to try to hinge that down, and then hinge that forward. Press them in both at the same time, this and that, because that's just easier. This piece, you are supposed to push that upwards in this, well, this configuration, and tab them in here. You can see that. And then we're just going to tab the chest onto these two pegs right here, like so. Fold this down, and this as well, and fold the little sides down so it just stays where it should. Now we just have the arms. Fold them down, get this loose, and you have a double hinge here, so you need to push the lower piece down so you can actually have it like that. Rotate the hand, close these almost the way up. Open these and rotate them so this little loose flap comes down, like so. Open those up, rotate that downwards. And there you have one arm all done. And there you have him in bot mode. But I guess that's it for today. Thank you for watching, and as always, take care.